Hello everyone, today I'm here in Muncie, Indiana, outside of their Chuck E. Cheese's for my second visit. This is one of the last unremodeled CEC stores in the United States, so since I'm in the area, I figured I'd swing by and do an updated store tour for 2026. So let's get in there and check this store out. Alright guys, well here we are once again in the Muncie, Indiana Chuck E. Cheese showroom, taking a look at their stage, which is still the Studio C Kappa stage. Here's Chucky. He is the 16 movement Gardner Holt animatronic, of course, and just like last time, he is not aired up, he's not on random movements, he's just a statue today. He looks like he's in not the greatest shape. You can see his tongue is like the glue or whatever. I don't even know what that is, but it looks like his mouth is rotting away. And then also one of his eyelashes is gone, as you can see there. It's just the Velcro or whatever it is, the sticky stuff that attaches it to the animatronic. And then he is wearing the Rockstar outfit, both Rockstar shirt and pants. And then they do have the Studio C carpet. This is a version 2 Studio C Kappa stage, so it has the standard swirled backdrop for that era. And then over here, we have the Kappa blue screen area, but of course it's been converted into a chalkboard. So the blue screen's no more. It does have the CEC, and it has the 3 TVs up here. They have this section here that's been recarpeted with the 2010s carpet. However, most of it's the 2000s carpet throughout the rest of the store. And then over here to the left of the stage, they have the Rockstar Ticket Blaster, both Rockstar back and top. And then in the showroom, we have the Phase 5 benches, and then they have Phase 4 booths in the store. So the benches and booths in the store do not match. Now, this store is pretty much a 2005 remodel store. So here in the showroom, they have the 2005 remodel Kids with Chucky pieces. There's 4 of them right here. More booths over on this side of the showroom as well. And then over here on the left side of the showroom, they have 3 more of the Kids with Chucky pieces. Then they have an emergency exit with the 2000 sticker right there. And then they have King of Cool and Ambassador of Fun right next to each other after the emergency exit. We have booths here separating the showroom from the kiddie ride area. And then we move into the kiddie ride area. I also wanted to mention that since my last visit, one thing that has changed is that they have converted almost the entire store to LED panels. So the entire store, except for a couple random ones here in the showroom, has gotten a lighting upgrade. So that is very interesting to see that they did that. First up for the kiddie ride area, we have my favorite game in this store, which is the StarCap 1996 air hockey table. Down there we have Coach Chuck, and we have Munch right there. And he's right there on that as well. I don't think I showed this well enough last time, so I'm glad I got to see this again here at this location. Then we have Hammer 2, and Avenger Chuck does light up. Right here they have the restrooms hallway, the 2005 remodel restroom sign, and then down here we have the 2005 women's. They did get the 2025 girls over here, and then we have the 2005 men's, and they also got the 2025 boys. Then we have the fire truck right here. Here's their trampoline zone. It's the smaller 3-pad version with 2 pieces of art, Munch and Chucky. Then we have the Cheapo ride. This is another thing that's changed since the last time I was here. It's got Rockstar on the back, Rockstar here and there, and Rockstar down there. Then we have the Mystery Machine. We have Wild Boat. This carpet is not faded like the rest of the stores. Not sure why, but they must have had something here for a long time. They moved. Then they have Hot Racers and Skip Time and Hoop Troop. And then finally, we have the Clock Ride, which is always nice to see. Up there, next to the Clock Ride, we have 3 of the 2005 gold tokens. We also have Nicktoons Nitro. We have the Chuck E. Cheese Blue Van Ride. Then we have Arca right here. And then we have Whack-A-Minion. And we have Super Big Rig. Here along this wall, we have a few more Phase 4 booths. Then we have all 3 of the large Warhol tribute pieces. Right here we have the watercolors piece. This is normally at the exit area, so it's a little interesting to see it here in this spot. Then here, separating the kiddie ride area from the regular game room, we have even more booths. And then here we have the chill out machine. Check this out, guys. I've never really noticed these graphics on the back before, but it has Helen ice skating and Jasper fishing. Right here we have their Kitchen area, we have the 2 Pepsi machines. They have the 2005 remodel caution wet floor sign with Avenger Chuck right there. 2005 kitchen sign. Back there they have Make Magic. Without it, we're just another pizza place. And then right here they have the 90s beverages sign. Right here we can see that their ice cream machine is broken, but they have all 4 of the Rockstar inserts. And then there are Munch and Pasquale. Then we have Halo Fire Team Raven. We have Jelly Lab. And then here along this wall, we have Cruisin' Blast, Hammerhead, Simpsons Soccer, Milk Jug Toss, 2 NBA Hoops, 4 Alley Rollers with Marquee, 2-minute Drill, Big Win Super Spin, more Phase 4 booths along the front wall. Then we have Paw Patrol, we have the Avenger Sketchbook, Avenger Pop-It for Gold, Terminator Salvation, FGTV Out of Time. On the other side of that, we have Flying Tickets. Then we have Red Hot, and Red Hot does have Avenger Chuck. Then we have Tippin' Blocks, Pink Panther, Wheel of Fortune, Pirate's Hook, Golden Empire right here. Doesn't have very many coins though. Clutch Shoot, Tightrope, Dizzy Chicken, and then finally right here we have Fishbowl Frenzy and Full Tilt. As we come back over here to where their order counter and prize counter is, we can take a look at what they have in terms of prizes. They do have the 90s gifts and prizes sign way up there, which is nice to see. And then they do have small Pasquale. I do not see small Bella. They do have large Bella though. And then here's what they have for the rest of their prize counter. Looks like a decent assortment. They do have Rockstar Chuck over here on the showcases, and here's what they have inside of here. Also over here by the lobby area next to where Full Tilt is, they have an emergency exit and it has the 90s Rainbow Checkers sign, and then up here they have a second Ambassador of Fun piece over here by the lobby area. Alright, now before we talk about the history, just a couple other things I wanted to point out real quick. First of all, I didn't show their light bar here for the Kappa stage, but they do have a couple of the colored lights. They have the strobe, they have Chucky Spotlight, however the Gemini is gone. The other thing I wanted to point out is over here. Now, both Kokomo and Muncie have this, where they replaced their purple walls with these tan walls. That was a district thing that they did, and both of these stores are the remains of that they still have the tan walls instead of purple. The rest of the walls that were not purple are the normal off-white color. Now, a real quick history lesson. Muncie's store opened in December of 2003 with this Studio C Kappa stage that you see right here. This is the only Kappa stage left that was installed in 2003, making this the oldest current Kappa stage still remaining. Now, since this opened in 2003, this 2005 art would not have been from opening day. This store is too old for this stuff. So at some point, they must have gotten the 2005 remodel to replace their 90s remodel, but I'm not sure when that happened. So if anybody does, please let me know. The store stayed pretty much the same since then, other than the trampoline zone install and, of course, changing the game packages, and the fact that it's a low-volume location. So they don't have a salad bar, they have limited hours, and they haven't gotten 2.0. So I'm not sure how much longer this store is going to last, but it's definitely one that may close if CEC needs to start shutting down locations, because this and Kokomo are the only 2 stores that have not gotten 2.0 in Indiana, and both of those are low volume. But other than that, that is pretty much the history of this location. Alright, now out here at the exit, they have the Avenger Mission Philosophy thing. They have Garden Fresh Salad Bar right there. Out here, they have the Wood Grain Kid Check Podium, and they have some Rockstar merch in there. They have the Freshly Made Pizza sign right here. And then out here at the exit, they have the repainted Rub the Token for Good Luck. They have the 2000s No Firearms Allowed sign. They have the 1999 Gradient Headshot of Chucky. They have the Jobs display right here, and they have the No Smoking Within 8 Feet sign for Indiana. They also have the Gradient Thanks for Visiting on the sides of the doors, and then out here, the last thing I need to show is above the overhang, they have the red-yellow Gradient Chuck E. Cheese's sign here, like all the businesses have in this shopping center. Alright guys, I gotta wrap this up quick because it's so windy, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Overall, it was nice to see Muncie again. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.